Well, if the Yankees don't get him, then, the Star Insurance patch is for nothing. What do you think George M. Steinbrenner III would be doing today, Buster?
He would be making side deals. He'd be acquiring small islands and delivering them to Ohtani in deals that no one would ever find out about.
Yeah?
He would be doing everything he could, signing over, family property, that sort of thing, to get Ohtani. He would be obsessed with Ohtani. There's no doubt about it. And on top of that, if he were alive today, he would be on Twitter telling us about it as he did it.
And he also would be making not-so-veiled threats at Boone and Cashman. Again, this is a team that would be in first place in the AL Central, but they're in last place in the AL East. And Judge, as we all know, might be close to be coming back. That's why I'm wondering what he would be doing right now. Because Hal, last we heard from him, he was on our friend Michael K's show talking about all they have to do is play like they played in early May. And his dad was the one who criticized Winfield for playing in October like he was playing in early May. And just hearing the word May out of a Steinbrenner's mouth caused me to just have flashbacks and how they're two different humans. So what do you think? What do you think, Buster?
Yeah, Hal is so different. And by the way, that's not across the board bad either, right?
Right.
George, as you know, when he would get impetuous, he would lose his temper. He at one point he stripped a dental plan from club employees. He did really awful stuff. He drove that franchise into the ground by the late 80s because he was so impetuous and so angry. And he didn't really get reborn until he got that 2-year timeout.
Which allowed Gene Michael and Bob Watson to build the team that won all the championships, Buster.
100%. And, George was very different in the years that I covered him. He was not quite as impetuous, but, man, the stories behind the scenes on that are different. Hal is beloved by his employees, which was not the case with George. But, Hal in this moment, and it's why – for me, when I look at where they are in the standings and what they need and how the team has struggled without Judge, I do think it's a moment for an impetuous move to call the Cubs and say, yes, I want Cody Bellinger, and I'll pay the extra 20% because we need help right now because we're the New York Yankees, and we have more money and more ability to make a move more than anybody else. And I do think that if the Yankees get word that Ohtani is available, and as I said, as of this moment, he's not really available, then I do think the Yankees are going to step up and be really aggressive to try to get him for the last 2 months.
Yeah, you used the words what? Highly motivated? That was your report, Buster?
Highly motivated.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.